ravage the Horn of Africa, people living in big cities are turning to urban farming. Traditionally, rural areas used to supply food, but dwindling crops have forced city dwellers to become innovative. Here's a report from Kenya.
Julia Karuri has had to come up with new ways to feed herself. She has lived in Nairobi for 10 years and supports her family as a casual laborer on small manual jobs. But the cost of living is constantly rising, so she has now started raising cows and a few goats in her backyard. Each morning and evening, she milks her cows, keeps some for her family, and then sells whatever is left to her neighbors to make a little extra money.
I rear my own cows so that I can get milk that doesn't have genetically modified organisms and is clean. I'm also rearing because there's a scarcity of milk and the prices of milk have gone up drastically. Also, there's drought problem, where cows were being reared and they have died because of the drought.
Alice Muthani, also a Nairobi resident for over 30 years, still goes to work on her own urban farm even after retiring. Muthani rarely needs to buy vegetables like spinach these days. Instead, she grows the leafy crops on her own. She buys fresh manure from a local chicken farm to keep her soil fertile.
Because there is a lot of drought, hunger, I felt I should be farming my own vegetables so that I can plant with the correct manure without using GMO. What I'm hearing about GMO is that it is something that will destroy my body or our bodies. At times, I have extra vegetables and sell them to my neighbors to get a little extra cash. Many people would get sick, so I plant using manure.
The Horn of Africa is facing its worst drought in 60 years, and this has affected food production in many parts of the region. The food prices in cities have continued to skyrocket, leaving people with very limited options. This has led to people trying out urban farming, where they can cultivate a small piece of land either by rearing domestic animals or farming crops for personal consumption.
The urban dwellers are caught between a rock and a hard place. With the dwindling supplies from the traditional crop-producing areas, with limited resources to purchase food, many are looking at options of resorting to urban farming. And urban farming can actually supplement their food needs if implemented correctly.
Traditionally, people used to depend on food from rural areas, but the drought is affecting that supply. Urban farming can be an effective way of ensuring food security in urban areas. Many say it could be a solution for many hungry people in cities as well. Bureau Report, World of Africa.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.